Hi, the previous lectures we've just created our project, our model. We've created a super user. We've also created a model for the meals and we added the settings for media and static files. We've also added a slug field for treating with URLs. Now it's the time that we create views for this meals. We need to see all meals and we need also to see one meal. So let's make sure that the server is running. Okay, let's open our code. Now we have our models and we have this view. We need to create our views here. We will define two functions, one for showing meal list. This is a list of meals. We'll take requests from us, and another one for meal detail. Just like this. In Django, every view is connected with a URL. So we need to create two URLs, one for meal list and one for meal detail. But we need to separate our URLs files from the main URLs files. So in our app, we will create a separate file. We will call it URLs.py, just like this, okay? And we need to connect this URL with our main URL. So I'm gonna take this, just like this, and I'll copy this here. We will remove the static and the settings, just like this, and we need to delete this, and we should import from import views, and here we should say views dot meal underscore list, just like this. This is the view that's connected to the meal list. Now we need to connect this URL with the main URL. So here I'll type path equal to meals slash, and here let's type include, but first we need to import include from just like this, and we will say include meals.urls, and we will give it a name is base equal to, let's give it meals as a name. Okay, sorry, this is include, just like this. Now we've just connected the main URL with the nested URL in our app. So now let's save this. Let's make sure that the server is running. Yeah, we need to provide the Django with app name. We need to give this nested URL an app name. Okay, app underscore name equal to, let's say, meals, just like this. Now the server is running fine. Okay, let's refresh our page. This is the page for showing the products. Okay, let's do it slash meals. Now we see another error. The view meals that views.meal list didn't return an HTTP response object. Okay, this is perfect. Now we need to add another URL for the meal list. So let's type path equal to, and here we'll take a slug equal to slug. This is the type is a slug, and this is the name which we will take on the views, like this, request and slug, and we will retrieve our meal using this slug. Okay, and this is connected to views dot meal detail, and let's give every one of them a name. Let's say meal detail, and this is a meal list. Yeah, just like this. Okay, now we need to add our view on this function. First of all, we need to retrieve all meals, so we need to import the model from .models import meal. Okay, this is meals, not meal. Okay. And here we need to retrieve all meals. So I'll say meal list equal to meals dot objects dot all. This will retrieve all meals. Okay. We need to return this meal in our page. So we will type return render. This method, the render method, takes three parameters from us. The first one is the request. The second one is the front end meals slash list.html, and the third one is the context. Okay. In our meal app, I'll create a new folder. I'll call it templates. Okay. And in this folder, I'll create another folder for our model. I'll call it meals. Okay. This is capital M. Okay. And in this meals, I'll create a new file. I'll call it list.html, and another file with name of detail.html. Okay. We need to define the context here just to connect our variables from the views to the template. So this meal list, name the meal list also in the templates, just like this. Okay. Now let's refresh our page. We got template does not exist, meal slash list.html. Okay. This folder is called meals, so this name should be meals. Fresh. We got a white window. So here in the list, let's type h1 and let's say meals list. This is it, the meal list. Now we need to show all the meals in this file. So we will create a loop for meal in. Let's go to the views. This is meal list. This is the name and the template. Okay, and here we need to create an h2 of this meal, just like this. This is pasta and the glass and the licorice roasted turkey. Okay, this is perfect. Now it's time that we make this title or the meal name into a link. So we will type here E stands for anchor, and let's take this and put it here. Yeah, this is now link for this meal. Okay. Now we need to connect this meal to our detail views. So I'll say here URL. Okay. Then we will type single quote, but first do not forget the percentage sign, and here we will give it the namespace meals underscore or 2 points, and we will give it the name of our nested URL meal detail, just like this. Let's save this. But this function takes a parameter for us, the slug. So now we need to provide this list with the slug. So I'm gonna say meal.slug. Okay. Now let's refresh this. Let's inspect this URL. We should see slash meals slash pasta. Now if you open this, we will get an error that the detail views didn't return an HTTP response, and this is because this view has no code. So we need to add the code for the detail view, and we will do this in the next lecture. See you next one.